Like, do they do nonchalantly, or I'm sure you have stories.
Oh, God,
my inner thighs are sore.
So, I mean, obviously there have been more than 2 handfuls of clients where I've just been like, I would totally jack that off. Just free of charge. I'll just take care of it myself. But more often than not, there have been countless. I can't even tell you how many times we've heard the happy ending jokes. And
right.
I was telling you earlier, actually. I have this one client, and I want to use his name because it's so perfect for this story, but we'll call him Keith because I hate that name. And I met Keith at a yoga class, and he had heard that I was a therapist. He asked if I did out calls, and I was like, yeah, of course. You know, these are my rates. Let's talk about it. Bing, bang, boom. Set an appointment. I go out to his house. It's a beautiful house in a nice, quiet neighborhood. Gives me a little tour. Gets me some water, some artisan water from like Fiji or Saturn. I don't know. It's beautiful crystal glass. He has like nice soft jazz music playing. I'm like, okay, this is perfect.
Right.
Nice.
Go to set up the table in the living room, like nice neutral zone. You don't ever want to set up in the bedroom because then that gives them the green light to get all stupid.
And then you're in a certain confined area.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And it's like there's the bed like right there.
Right.
And so if they are hot, the temptation is just like, he was not though, so we didn't then have to worry about that. So obviously during the session you wear typically a sheet or a towel, depending on the type of massage you're receiving. This was a sheeted situation, but Keith didn't want to keep his sheet on. So I'm like working on his hamstrings, and you know, you kind of get close to the crotch.
Right.
He kept folding his dick down, so that like
would stick out.
So like you see like little turtle heads sticking out of the
end.
He
just wants you to graze it.
Lightly
graze it.
So it's just like if these were his legs, he would just like tuck it down so that like you just see the tip. And every time I glide up, it's like, and then he started ripping the sheet off. Like, it's so hot in here. I'm like, it's a temperate like 72. We're good.
Right.
If I'm not sweating and I'm doing all the work, then we're fine. He just keeps ripping it off. And I'm like,
okay. My quads are so tight.
And now we're working on the quads. So now he's face up, and now there's this old man dick staring at me, and I'm just like, okay, at this point, I don't even care. So now I'm like giving him a scalp massage. He's like, you know, my last massage therapist would pull my hair a little bit.
Oh.
All right, Keith, we're done. We are done paying my money. And the funniest thing about it is I have paperwork. So I do an intake form. At the end of that intake form, I have a nice little blurb that I titled Stuff My Lawyer Makes Me Say. And essentially it just says if there's any kind of behavior that I construe as sexually harassing, you're going to hear from my lawyer.
Right.
So it's just crazy to me that you'll still read that, sign it, and then engage in this kind of inappropriate behavior.
But because
just totally dance on those boundaries
before, and they've gotten away with it. Because my biggest thing is if someone approaches you and says something or does something, it's based on the fact that they've gotten away with it before. Some man, this was years ago, I was going to go on a blind date, and he asked me for gas money to come and pick me up to go on a date. And I said,
broke ass.
How do you pay for the date then if you gotta get gas? And he was like, oh no. And I was like, bro, we're good. I'm good.
I mean, listen.
But it's
like I'm a cookie.
I'm positive that some girl or woman has been like, no problem.
I mean, listen. I would think, right? And then I've always said this. This is when I think people have common sense, because people do not have common sense.
No.
If you met somebody at a yoga class, and people are telling you that she's a therapy massage therapist, like the flag is like, dude, she does not give you a happy ending.
Right.
Okay. Right. Like now, if I'm on some like web looking for like
private delights,
right?
I know some people who know some people. If that's what you're looking for, I can point you down the 405.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm on some website looking for it, I'm looking specifically for that.
Someone asked me, like, what does companionship mean? And I was like, bro, we're not, and I think I've said it before, we're not baking cookies. You didn't get me off of allrecipes.com.
Right.
You got me off of private delights.
Right.
What do you think it means?
That kind of sounds like a dessert
right?
website.
Right, it does.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to answer this in full detail on a text where we have never met before.
Right.
Now, my regulars and I, we'll text, and it's fine. But, yeah, I was like, and I even tell you, I was like, we're not, if you think you're getting a cooking class here, you're barking up the wrong tree.
Right, like I said.
Let's be...
Common sense. But I'm telling you, people do not have common sense.
They don't.
Like I said, if I was on a website looking for something specific, then I expect you to give me a rub and tug. Heck,
Right.
maybe even give me more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I used to work at a
Watch it.
a well-known establishment, and people would go in there asking,
Which is funny to me.
and it's just like, here? It's like, wait, what? Somebody actually asked me to kiss their dick.
Like, this is a corporate.
This,
This is a franchise.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm
it's
not
like
sa-
walking into McDonald's and asking, like, the fry lady,
You wanna
jerk
get on
off
this
room.
dick?
Yeah.
But listen, I'm not surprised, and I'll
And
tell
you
you
do
why. Because,
something?
like what she said, there's one that probably did it.
Yes. Yes.
That-
Absolutely.
There's no doubt in my
I
mind.
know the girl who did it.
Yeah.
She
Oh.
actually used to there's a therapist there at one of the areas, one of the locations, who actually used to work in the adult entertainment industry, and she actually has to keep bouncing around location to location because people find her,
Right.
and they're like, they recognize her,
Right.
Yeah.
and so they start asking for the things that they've seen her do
Right.
in films, and like I understand because it's like, this is what you were doing, and then you made this really awkward transition.
It's a hard because I spoke with some of my clients know that I'm going in to be a sex therapist, and a couple of my clients have been like, so you're not going to do this at all anymore? And I was like, well,
I'm not there yet.
I'm not
Relax.
there yet.
Okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get
Relax,
back.
relax.
But my rate is going up. So,
But
you know.
yeah, whoa.
I got a degree now.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, calm down a little bit. But yeah, it's funny to see, like, this now. I mean, it's in the same field, but it'll be interesting to see those clients because I know a lot of them. I have a handful that want to come and see me as a sex therapist, and not as a client provider
Right.
situation. I'm curious at the end if they're going to be like, so you're going to get on this dick? No. Nope. You paid me already.
Yeah.
Right, so it's like, can I fuck you to
Right.
carry the session? Like,
Yeah.
Your session is...
They're fantasy land. Oh,
yeah, there we
the
go.
therapist.
Right?
Yeah.
With the glasses.
Yeah,
The glasses
yeah.
never
and with-
ending for you.
Right? Of all the corporate clothes
Yeah.
that I have and the high heels, I'm looking super forward to it.
Just don't wear like the low cut blouses with the glasses
Right.
and your hair all pinned up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna.
And then take the
Fuck
pencil out.
Yeah. But, I mean, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt.
I just feel like as men, there's like just nothing you guys won't try.
No, but women are the same way. I can't.
I am
I can't
for sure.
say
I was
that.
going to tell you that I know of a female client told me this. There's actually a massage, not salon.
Like a parlor.
Yeah, parlor, whatever, in Santa Clarita. Yeah, like a salon or whatever. In Santa Clarita, where the guy gets a woman off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's a massage. He's a therapist, and she goes, I know specifically, and I know some women that have gone to him specifically, and he gets them off after the massage.
Nice.
This individual,
Yeah.
which I'll remain nameless,
Yeah.
was hired for a bachelorette party that I attended once, and I was intrigued. I wanted to, thought about it.
What
I just
stopped
didn't
you?
pull the trigger.
Why?
I don't know.
Scared?
Nah, I'm never scared to have an orgasm.
Yeah, but was it like?
Oh, was
but,
it-
but
were
you
you-
were in a
I think
a
it was just the
local-
atmosphere.
You were in a local public setting.
Yeah, but I think the
So
mood
that's-
just wasn't
so
right.
that's the thing.
Because it's like, wait, you're gonna get me off.
What happened?
I got a pop up that said system overload or something. I don't know.
Alright, pause.
Yeah.
Pause
Pause.
it.
Sorry about that.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's like the mood just wasn't right. You know,
I mean, listen, everybody says, oh, because my buddy owns
I
a
do it, but
porn company, and everybody's like, oh man, I would love to do porn. I'm like, dude, I guarantee you your dick would not get hard.
It's
Yeah.
really.
I'm like,
it's
dude,
so.
I said-
when you have to work for that,
Not only that, you have so many people looking at you
yeah.
that you're like, dude, I said, trust me. I said, I've walked in there where the director's yelling at her, like, stop grimacing on the fucking camera. You're supposed to be liking it.
Yeah.
You know? I said, it's nothing what you see.
It's funny. I was
the finished product.
So you know, if you pull up how to be a porn star on, you know, this is what I love.
Sounds like the title of a movie.
I love the internet. On, you know, you can pull up how to do something and all the, what is it?
No, pop up before. That was weird.
Are we good?
Yeah, you should be good. And then you kind of like trail off right here too, so it should give you ample time to figure out what to do.
Can you run it back a little bit so I can see where we're at?
Of course.
Right there. Back it up.
Yeah.
I'll start from there. I'll go 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna do the whole thing. I'm gonna tell you about the massage in Santa Clarita.
That's a good place.
Okay. Right there where it cuts off.
Right.
Cool.
Knuckles cracking up there.
Right there. I'll drop in right there.
Oh, right when you start talking and
Yeah.
beginning, so you're gonna punch in and completely redo that
Right.
section. Okay, cool. So let's do this.
Let me know when. And 3, 2, 1. I was gonna tell you that I know of a female client that told me this a long time ago that there's a massage place in Santa Clarita where the guy, women go see him and he gets them off.
Do we know that if he does does he just do fingers?
I don't know. I think
I'm sure it's extra for oral, but look, women like to get off too. There's no shame in our game. Like, you guys can't have everything to yourselves.
No, I agree. And you were mentioning you were at a
bachelorette party, and the gentleman was there offering his services. I think the thing that stopped me from doing it, because I definitely was thinking about it, like, why the hell not? Like, I'm not in a relationship right now, and I'm pretty sure I don't have any batteries at home, and it's like, it's here, why the fuck not? I just think that the timing wasn't right, and then it's just like you're gonna be fingering 1, 2, 3.
You see, that's the part because
we talked about their services about how
I'm real, like she'll tell you I'm fucking anal, like about like cleanliness and my machines.
Oh yeah.
And the thought of like there.
Even if I went first, I'm just like, nah.
I go first.
Yeah, first.
I have to go first.
First,
still.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
I go
first.
I'd go last. Yep. No shit.
Yeah.
I would make sure that he went and washed. But I gotta be honest.
He's gotta do like a doctor scrub, like to the elbow.
How many women were here?
There were 8.
Did all 8 get it?
No, I think of the 8 of us, I want to say 5.
And were they all just getting fingers?
I think one of them alluded to the fact that she got a little something extra.
Oh.
But, I mean, someone is gonna have their pussy licked in that situation. At least one person, for sure.
Like
or ask for it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that might have been me.
And you have to be comfortable with public setting. Because not only, I mean, I assume that you went into like a back bedroom.
Yes.
But that means that after your session is done, you're walking out into all your girlfriends with either a smile on your face or the walk of shame.
Right.
And you now have to discuss, where I remember doing sex parties with people in one of my previous sex industry jobs, and the amount of time that I spent was like, I had coworkers that would come and see me to these sex parties, and then I would see them on Monday after doing a sex party on Saturday and showing them all the things that they could use and fun toys and this and that, and the shameful of like head down. And I thought, lady, I'm just trying to make you happy. You gotta be comfortable. You gotta be comfortable in all.
But you know what? I think the problem with that too is, and I blame moms for this, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. I've dated a lot of women, and you know the ones that are really sexual and they're into it, and usually their moms had a talk with them.
Yes.
Learn your body.
Yeah.
Get yourself off.
Yeah.
Know what you like. They were very open with their daughters of what to understand your body and what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah.
And then the ones that were like, okay, the parents never talked to them about sex. I mean, some of them didn't even talk to them about protection.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so that's why they act the way they act. So the shame,
comes from that.
Yeah, because she liked it, she got off, and now she's like, oh my god,
I'm terrible.
I
a lot of
shouldn't
the
have
girls
liked
I went
that.
to high school with were like that. I went to an all-girls Catholic high school, so
Lord Almighty.
it's like you had there were the girls who were like hyper stuck up, hyper prudish, and were just like clutching pearls at every single corner. Like, oh my god, you're holding a hand, or you're talking about boys, like, oh goodness, and then you've got girls in the bathroom like doing lines of coke off of each other and making out in the bathroom stall. So it was just like,
that was
it's Molly. I walked in on her. I walked in on you.
I mean, unfortunately, it's because where I changed. I mean, I grew up in a weird situation. We all do, but now my broken home situation didn't lead me to porn and being an escort. Other things
That's
did.
Yeah.
But I do know, like, there was a point in my life being at school and just being like, let's get crazy.
No, I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, no, I mean, who hasn't done that in high school?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what high school's for.
But I really do feel that it comes from home.
Yeah.
You know,
100%. The communication. We've talked about archaic sex ed too.
Yeah.
We talked about the last show.
Oh my
and how we want to change that, because you have a good 4 to 30 seconds to capture these things and make sure that they know what's really going on. In fact, I'm in a sex matters type of discussion on Facebook, actually, and it's a private group. And one woman just sent a message out to everyone and said her kids have been homeschooled and they're going to a private school right now this year, and the home ec class wants to do like a sex ed, but they're segregating the boys and girls. So the boys get to talk, I said, look, as long as you're open and communicating with your kids when they come home from school to make sure that everyone's on the same page, I think it's okay. I said, don't, because she asked, should I take my kids out of school that day? And I said, no, not necessarily, because it's all about social activities and this and that, and you want to be able to ask a teacher a question and get a different answer than possibly your parents. I mean, depending on how open. Now, this woman is open because she's on a Sex Matters, forum. But hearing her kids' ages, they're like 9 and 12, I think she said, something like that. I find it very wrong that a school is segregating boys and girls for,
absolutely,
because this doesn't happen in the real world.
That's not teaching.
We're not all participation
sex.
Listen, we were just talking about, especially with the situation with the 8-year-old.
Yeah.
With today's technology and your phone. I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably know more than a sex ed teacher.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I'm very open. I have 2 boys. I'm very open with them,
Well, the mom even mentioned something about, like, what baggage does this teacher is she bringing to the table? What and I get it, not necessarily in a bad way, but if this woman is, she said no, that she wouldn't give the curriculum to the parents yet. I mean, so all these things are very red flaggish to me. Like, I get it. I would probably want to take my kids out of school that day too. However, you want to get the total aspect of it, but again, it's like, what is going on in this teacher's mind?
Yeah. Well, first of all, it sounds like she's on a power trip.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Because I think if I was a teacher, the first thing I would do is I would contact all the parents and say, listen, I'm going to teach sex ed. This is what I'm going to talk to them about. I brought you in.
And this is why I'm segregating.
And tell me where you think, what you feel that they should know, what they shouldn't know.
Exactly.
That way we're all on the same page here. And then that way I don't have you fucking blowing me up. My email tell me, why the fuck did you tell Linda that, it's okay to put a fucking massager on her clit?
Right.
Why is Katie coming home with diagrams of uteruses? Yeah. I did not approve it.
Right.
So.
I mean, it's crazy to me. And I think, again, it's open. I mean, it all goes back, and sex therapy is the same thing, because I've had this conversation with a million different people with just sex in general. The communication breakdown that has happened over time, and a lot of it comes from everyone is on their phone. No one has to communicate face to face anymore.
Correct.
It's all on your phone. Like I said, how to be a porn star. You can look that up, and there are websites that give you step-by-step instructions.
I'm sure.
And give you like some tools to go to and contact these people, but it gives you step-by-step. So you can,
I'm doing today.
yeah, you can look up anything. I'll show you the website.
Dude, you can go on YouTube and learn how to make a bomb with just home stuff.
MacGyver.
Yeah, seriously, like pine salt, bleach, how to make a detonator. I mean, I
wish I would just take this energy, for those of you thinking about doing stuff like that, take this energy and like go to school, be an engineer, build some playground equipment. We're building. I gotta destroy
Pave
things.
my road.
but that's no shit.
Jesus.
Instead of taxing me like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
but that's what we're saying, that these 9 and 11-year-olds, they
have too much access to
yeah,
stuff.
I mean, I'm telling you, my kids, like, what do you want for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Well, they don't watch TV.
Right.
Because they either watch YouTube, play video games, or TikTok. That's a big thing right now. It's TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what they don't watch the commercials like, oh, Dad, I want that toy, or Dad, you know this.
How old are your boys?
8 and 10.
Okay, yeah. And I know your kids are active.
Yeah, very.
When I was their age, I was probably like wanting like sports equipment or books.
I wanted a bicycle, a boombox,
right,
and I wanted but anything that had to do with horses, because at the time I was riding horses. And so it was like...
Oh, so that's where you learn to ride, huh?
Yeah. I have a video of it. But I like those things. Like, I was very active. We weren't allowed to stay inside and do all those things. We also had the old school Nintendo, too. So let's be real. Like, after a while, your hands hurt.
Your thumbs hurt.
Freezing up.
Right, because you would just, the little square thing.
Tired of blowing in cartridges.
Right, exactly. You know, Duck Hunt can only go for so long.
Right.
But, so we played outside a lot. I mean, like, I have scars and broken bones.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Shattered, you know.
But, you know, in the world we live in, you sit there and go, like, I'll let my kids play out in the front if I'm in the garage or something, because it faces the street.
Yeah.
But it's like, for them to go out there, it's like, no.
They don't it's not there.
I mean, my thing is, like, all it takes is some dude to pull up or snag them.
Well, look at what's going on. The amount, and again, a lot of it is, I don't know if this amount was happening 15 years ago, but because we all have phones, every bombing, shooting, killing, instant kidnapping, whatever, everything is online and ready to be viewed.
So much so, like, to the point where we're, like, almost desensitized to it, because it's happening so frequently now. We don't even have time to, like, react to one.
Listen to, there was a shooting today.
Yeah.
In Pensacola, right?
Yep.
And about 2 weeks ago, Ian and I did a discussion on the shooting in Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
Right? And today I saw the feed, shooting Pensacola, and literally I was like, oh.
And just
I scrolled down to what the video I wanted to see, because
you did the same
thing.
Exactly. I was looking
it's not like, oh my god. Now it's like, oh, another one.
We don't have time to like digest that before another one is happening, and another one. It's like a school shooting, a movie theater shooting.
For sure.
I literally so there was a car wreck in front of my house not too long ago, and I used to be, and I think again this goes with desensitizing. I used to, like, always freaked me out. I was in a bad car accident when I was 18, and so I always get pretty tense when that happens. I walked outside and I was like, bummer. Got on the phone, like, called someone.
Which is weird, because nowadays most people will actually come out and record it. Instead of even calling you for help.
Right, and I called because a car was hit that was in front of my house that belonged to someone else.
Okay.
And so I had to call them, but I was not even like, no care.
Right.
In fact, I was like, you piece of shit. And that was it.
Then
I went back inside. I went back inside to go check on the dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
That is insane to me. Now, I'm in pornography, I guess. So there is a part of me where I'm super desensitized with everything, because it's like everything is in my face, pun intended. But it's like there's so much that I'm doing that is bigger than just like, I have a 9 to 5 at a corporate job. So it's a little bit different. But I think with kids too, because they get to see it. I don't care how many parental controls that you have on phone.
They're gonna find a way around it.
They're gonna find a way, or
got friends,
or their friend doesn't have a parental control. They don't care.
Well, like people tell me, like, why does your kid have a phone? I said, because I can track them.
Yeah, exactly.
Why wouldn't you give them your phone? Like, you don't want to give your son a phone or daughter your
right.
phone.
And this is what I because when I was a kid, when that time was, there was no cell phones for kids. I had a pager.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was in the garage with the boys because that's how they could keep an eye on me. Right. They didn't know what else to do with me because it was mostly men in my family. So you just sat in the garage. I learned how to work on cars and look at naked women.
Right.
And, and I love naked women to this day. I made a joke about it to a friend of mine. I made a joke about it to a friend of mine and sent her a picture while I was working on a car, and she was like, that's my girl. Because she knows me from that time period as being a kid and just sitting in the garage. But that also put me at a different pace as far as a child goes. Like, as a little girl, I should have been just riding horses and playing Barbies, where I was like, let's work on this Camaro and look at naked boobs all day. Yeah. Because that's all that was plastered in the garage. Right. So, totally. I mean, it's nuts to me that no matter what, you're going to get around it.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
So hypersexualized, but so shameful about it. Like, you go to Europe, and they're like, I used to date a guy who was half German and half English, and going through his mom's photo albums, and there's like, everybody's naked.
Right.
Everybody's just walking around just naked with beer.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool,
life. And that's life.
Why are we like shoving pussy and dick and everything down everyone's throat, but we can't talk about it?
Yeah, no, it's such a double standard. It's not even a double standard. It just makes no sense.
It's an oxymoron. It makes
totally oxymoron for sure. Well, this was fun.
This is fun.
So before we go, Twitter.
Okay, my Twitter is at Nikki_4613, and my website is www.nikkichris.me, M-E. And all my rates and fun stuff are on there, and you can text me and I'll get back to you.
And for you guys and women that want a professional, legit massage, you can contact.
You can hit me up on Twitter. It's at Inglewood_Erin, or let's see, Instagram, I believe it's at touched_by E Marie. I think that's accurate.
I know it is. That is.
Yeah, or you can just follow Nikki and then follow me by proxy. I'm over there somewhere.
And boom, we're out.
Oh.
Hey, on one of the clips toward the end, she mentions Molly.
Yeah. Instead of Nikki,
yeah. Cut it.
It's
just cut it out.
Cut it out.
You want me to throw like a beep sound too, like sound effect?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure Molly is not there.
Exactly.
I heard it and I was like, oh shit.
Okay.
Go back.